Hey you guys, this is Demario Carter, sending a love all out to Michigan for my mother in Cadillac, Michigan, Miss Phyllis. What I want to talk about today is how these actually punks, faggots, thought they were going to frame me and set me up here in Atlanta, Georgia, including the cops too, including the police. Let's clock their T as well. And they supposed to be helping citizens of the United States of America. Not really, but um, anyways, what I want to talk about today is we have had this discussion about someone hacking my phone in Dallas, Texas. My ex, Jose Delgado, and probably my friend Deuce I was hanging with. They probably was in cahoots with some other punks. But I'm at a pad split home here in Atlanta, Georgia, renting a room. I pay, I think, $194 a week, whatever, no problem. So it's kind of funny how people try to throw shade and try to frame people, but y'all ain't even paid up on your rents. Because last time I checked, Demario Keyshawn Carter is paid up on his rent. He doesn't miss a payment. So that's kind of funny. Let's clock their T too. So, again, someone made fake profiles on Twitter, never been on Twitter. My ex, Jose Delgado. Yeah, I suppose they have made, they said that it was a blank profile, I guess, on Twitter, but they used my pictures stating to people that they were going to pay $100 with their ass up face down. This is what I have been told. And also, they said something about a sheet over their face and hiding their face and wearing a mask, whatever. Well, clearly Demario's not going to hide his face or wear a mask, so y'all made that shit up on Twitter, honey. But anyways, my name is Demario Carter, and then I heard on Jack, they also said the same things. They used my pictures on Jack. They screenshotted my pictures off my Facebook, and come to find out, they were actually screenshotting other pictures off my Facebook of other people, meaning my cousin, Tony Walker. That's where the name Tony came from. Tony is straight. He's from Muskegon Heights, Michigan. He stays in the projects. I was born and raised with him. He's like a cousin to me. Anthony Davis is also a cousin of mine. His brother name is Rail. Rail used to stay here in Georgia. He moved back to Michigan. His brother name is Anthony Davis. But it's quite funny how those names were used when clearly my name is Demario Keyshawn Carter. Their name is Anthony Davis. Their name is Tony Walker. So how did the government, CIA, or FBI fuck that up? When clearly my name is Demario, their name is Tony Walker, their name is Anthony Davis. But let's unmask some more things. I actually seen my cousin Tony Walker. I was working at a barbecue stand right there across the street from the Muskegon Heights Police Department. Across the street. He came up to me, gave me some money and everything. Went over to his sister house, Erica Cooper. Erica is actually my baby mama. Well, not technically my baby mama, but I am her son's godfather, baby RJ. RJ's father, Ronnie, son is my godson. But anyways, what I want to state today is about how people go so low of using a whole community and like literally use the whole pad split members to frame me and set me up. So what I did is every time I have a conversation with these people, because there's cameras inside the house and outside the house and it has voice recognition, so I bring this stuff up so that way we can speak about these things. So, but I know what I'm doing. I'm actually pulling their mask off and letting them know, bitch, I know. I found out. Now, I didn't know about the fake profiles until I was in Manton, Michigan. I did make a police report about the situation when I was in Manton, Michigan, so it's on file about the fake profiles. But yes, as I uncover more information, they're saying something about Anthony, like niggas to come through the back door. First off, Demario Keyshawn Carter will never have anybody come through a back door. Okay, so where did that come from? Jose Delgado. Because, I mean, you made up these fake profiles, right? And your name is Tony in the morning and Anthony at night. But I stayed in Dallas. Not one time a motherfucking nigga ever came through my back door to find me ass up face down with a sheet over my face, hiding my face, nor have they ever came through my back door with me with a mask on my face. So what I'm trying to understand is where all these false what allegations come from. That'll be my ex that was butthurt when I left his clown ass. So again, DeMario do not do backdoor niggas, and no nigga will come through my back door. I stayed in Oak Cliff in a duplex. Okay, a duplex. I had a landlord named Matthew that was evil as fuck. Now, I paid this man rent every month on time. Never was late. My furnace was messed up, so I told him to fix it. You know, he put air conditioner in there, and I told him, you know, we need to get the furnace fixed. Now, if he actually would have knew me and just would have talked to me, now, when I got the place, you know what I'm saying, me and Matthew would talk all the time. I used to pay rent through Zelle, $1,000 a month. So my mom told me to withhold rent until he fixed the furnace. So Matthew comes to the duplex, and he says, oh, you can't have company, nothing. Like, treat me like a child. I said, excuse me? He said, oh, you want to fight? I said, we can. So then I let him know I also called the law. He had the police actually thinking I was crazy, too, in Dallas, Texas. They actually had the police thinking I was crazy, on drugs, mentally ill, all type of shit. Yes, this landlord's name was Matthew. And anyways, make a long story short, I was never late with rent. They can check my Zelle. Made sure he got rent every month on time. I thought he was a cool dude, but what Matthew did not know about me is that if he would have came to me and just said, hey, I can't afford the furnace, I would have said, okay, I can get a loan from my mom. You take it off the rent. Because my mom do have coin. So I would have helped him out. But instead, he had people harassing me in the community. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He had people harassing me like hell in Oak Cliff. So I guess for me to move, that was their way of trying to run me out of town. So anyways, I eventually moved out the duplex. But rumor has it that my ex was saying on, I guess, Jack and Twitter to come to the back door. First off, honey, ain't no man gonna come out of a back door or come in a back door of mine. Okay, DeMario Carter's not gonna be waiting for you with $100 with his ass up face down with a sheet over his face hiding. Okay, so let's clock her. It's funny how you find out things. Now I'm finding out why I went through all the things I went through in Dallas, Texas. I stayed there for 5 years, okay? Every gay person in that city knew who I was, okay? And when I introduced myself to everyone in Dallas, Texas, I introduced myself as myself, DeMario. Everybody knew me as AKA Mario. So how is it so fucking funny that all these people teamed up against me in the gay community when I met them all at freak parties at Free Zone? Lee ran a sex house. I used to go there all the time. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. I ain't ashamed of shit I do. So it's kind of funny that motherfuckers want to play with me and ask my name when motherfuckers, I clearly stayed out in Dallas, Texas for 5 years, and y'all clearly knew my name was Mario. So how the fuck did y'all confuse me with a Tony or Anthony? Make that shit make sense. So they brought that drama from Dallas to Atlanta, and actually wherever I had moved to, Grand Rapids, Muskegon, Cadillac, Manton. I mean, they just could not stop this game, okay? So what I want to do today is tell them bitches, game over, checkmate. DeMario Keyshawn Carter will never have a sheet over his face hiding himself. He will never have a mask on his face hiding himself. And he will never have anyone coming through a back door to plug him for $100. So let's clock that T. So whoever was involved in all this bullshit scheme and plots, because they said it was a group of them, so I'm thinking it was a group effort of faggots that are miserable, and they just pull some of their gay friends from Atlanta to play this little game too. So now I'm going to pull their mask off and their sheet off their face and tell Batman and Robin, bitch, don't try me. Bitch, DeMario Keyshawn Carter will never have a fucking mask or sheet over his face. It's funny how I find things out, huh? Y'all had me under a false investigation. Yes. Their whole goal was to have me locked up, to frame me and set me up here in Georgia also, because Wesley Robinson III, that also is an informant, my best friend. His brother Jaquan Robinson, that's also Wesley's brother, and Dabu. They all are family. Dabu didn't have anything to do with it. But as far as Wesley and Jaquan, those were the main two that thought they was in a secret competition with me. Bitch, you cannot compete where you don't compare. So, anyways, make a long story short, they got a group of dumbass motherfuckers here in Atlanta to just ride their little saddle. They even use the children. let's talk about that too. They use children. How pathetic. So what we're gonna do today is unmask them. We're gonna dog them. We're going to dog walk them clowns, like the clowns that they are, because they set themselves up. And then the police also have been playing a stupid ass game with these people, not realizing that I already found out. I found out when I was in Manton, Michigan about the fake profiles. I did not know about the fake profiles until I was in Manton, Michigan, and I was wondering why I was going through all the fucked up shit